What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Chris and Ralph Productions. As always, I am Chris. So, today feels like very much a Marvel day for me and Ralph and I. We went to go rewatch Amazing Spider Man 2, and while we were in there, a bunch of MCU, specifically Disney Plus news came out. So, I'm going to get into some of the stuff that they announced and that they shown and changed, as well as an off topic but MCU related Chris Hemsworth quote where he goes at actors who trash on the MCU. So, today I believe it was sort of like a presentation by Disney Plus, and of course they showed some of their Marvel stuff. As you see right here, this is Marvel Television, a brand new Marvel Studios banner. Future TV show projects will be categorized as Marvel Television. So now that's three Marvel banners. That's Marvel Studios, Marvel Animation, and now Marvel Television. So everything Disney Plus TV related is going to be labeled as this. The reason being, I think they want to start to distinguish the difference between their theatrical projects and their television projects. And I think this is a great way. Does it change anything specifically? No, I don't think necessarily. But I think it's nice just to have it distinguished before for people who may not know. Obviously, if you're watching this, you may know. I know because we're nerds. But some people be like, "Is this a movie? What is this?" And they watch it and they're like, "Oh, wait, it's 9 episodes." Speaking of 9 episodes, this got me the most hyped today. That is Daredevil Born Again. Oh, it's cutting off the logo a little bit. Dang it. Okay. It's going to be 9 episodes and it's going to be releasing March 2025. So we finally have a brand new logo, which I think looks absolutely beautiful. The best Born Again title that they've shown. And right here, obviously, you see Charlie Cox on the set of Daredevil Born Again, and look at how majestic he looks. Looks like an absolute badass. A couple of things. So March 2025, that's a lot sooner than I expected, and it went from 18 to 9 episodes. What can we expect from Born Again? Um, in a trailer, they actually showed a quick little trailer at this presentation. Of course, no one recorded it, nor should they. That's how they run the show over there. Um, and in the trailer, it was described as many bloody sequences. Matt Murdock saying that the world is usually David versus Goliath. Um, and I'm, quoting here very loosely, but I think we can expect a bloody Daredevil show like we got much for Netflix. A lot of people didn't like the way he looked in She-Hulk or how he was portrayed. I enjoyed it for personally. I enjoyed it. It was very much an MCU-esque Daredevil. But if I had to pick between the She-Hulk Daredevil or the Netflix Daredevil, I'm gonna go Netflix Daredevil. You know, I think it's just the way that he should be portrayed as dark, bloody sequences, badass fight sequences. I will say this fight sequence with Echo where he lifts up is a little wonky. Obviously, that's the CG kicking in, but whatever. So when this comes out, hopefully we get a trailer sometime over the summer. Who knows when? We'll probably get it the week before. But I'm hyped for Daredevil Born Again. Another Marvel show that they show all along, the Coven of Chaos, the Lion Witch with a great wardrobe, Agatha All Along. It's coming out September 18th, 2024. So Agatha All Along is going to be the first official show labeled under Marvel Television, and I think is very fitting. They started off with WandaVision. Why not have Agatha All Along be the first official banner for Marvel Television? Um, Agatha is a character that I think won everyone's hearts, including myself. The WandaVision show, it was my number one for a while, and me personally, I like Hawkeye the most, but WandaVision I think is a badass show, and Agatha was a great, great villain. Um, so I think this show is just going to be a much needed Hollywood Halloween esque Marvel show, and I think they're gonna absolutely kill it. Catherine Catherine Hall, gorgeous, funny, very menacing type of acting she can portray. So very much looking forward to this project. And the third project that they focused on was Ironheart. So a couple of things about Ironheart. There were speculations from pretty big sources online that have a good credibility that were saying that there was a chance that Ironheart was going to be shelved. You know, whether or not that was going to happen, it's not going to happen anymore because they talked about it today. They showed off a new logo, which I don't have right here, but it's pretty much the same thing. And it's officially going to be coming out 2025. This show has been done filming for like, I think, 2 years at this point. And I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that. Me personally, I think when I see footage, I'll begin to get excited for this show because I'm not really too familiar with the character. We saw her in Wakanda Forever, and I thought she was one of the, a standout in that show. But I don't, excuse me, in that movie. I don't think she was needed in that movie at all. But I think there is an audience that is going to be gravitated towards her because she's going to be in an Iron Man suit. I think she's very charming. So we shall see. Uh, I think of the three projects, I think people are going to be like, oh, I don't really care for Ironheart. Me personally, I think I need to be won over a little bit. But I'm excited to see her. You know, she's funny, you know, gorgeous, everything like that. So, we'll see what happens with the show. Very much looking forward to. And Anthony Ramos is in it. Anthony Ramos, my guy. If you don't know who he is, he's in Hamilton. He just starred in the new Transformers movie. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this next MCU related topic. It's not a TV show, but it's from Chris Hemsworth, Thor himself. Um, this is Chris Hemsworth. So right now he's promoting Furiosa, which I am beyond hyped to see. It comes out next week. That's gonna be badass. Subscribe for our review. So Chris Hemsworth, this is a quote that he had on former Marvel actors dissing Marvel. This is what he had to say. It's like there are films that are successful. Put me in one. Oh, mine didn't work. I'll bash them. Essentially what he's saying is that you have a lot of actors who say, "Oh, look, the MCU is having box office records. Put me in a movie," and theirs don't really work out. I'm gonna start to crap on the MCU. This is what he said. Look, I grew up on soap opera, and it used to bother me when actors would later talk about the show with guilt or shame. Humility goes a long way. 100%. Chris Hemsworth, that's my guy. And the thing about Chris Hemsworth is him, Tom Hiddleston, and there are a few other actors in Marvel. You know, a lot of actors have spoke highly of their experience with the MCU. But there are some, of course, that the moment their movie's over, their show's over, they start talking shit about the MCU. That it's they only did it for a paycheck. They don't watch any of that. It's all cotton candy and whatever. There's no weight to it. And obviously, that's their opinion. I'm not one to say you're not allowed to say that. That's their opinion. Okay, that's one. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. But Chris is right. Don't come crawling to the MCU when you need a big paycheck, and the moment it's over, you start shitting on it because that looks ugly. Humility does go a long way, and I'm glad Chris Hemsworth is speaking up because he is a Thor lifer. He said time in and time out that he wants to be Thor for as long as he possibly can, and I love him for that. At the end of the day, if that was his last Thor movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, then okay, that's how he ended it. It's fine. He's not ending it like that. He is coming back for Thor 5. He's gonna come back for future projects, and I absolutely love that. So Chris Hemsworth, you're a top dog, man. All right. So my question to you is, what are you hyped for? What do you want to see? I am hyped for Daredevil Born Again. Ironheart, I need to gain more interest, but it is something that I will watch, of course. And Agatha, at first I was like, oh, do we need an Agatha show? But the more I hear Catherine Hall talk about it, I just get excited. And Chris Hemsworth, top dog. All right, guys, what are you hyped for? Please comment down below. I'd love to read just comments. As always, guys, I'm Chris. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.